Are you Harry? Maybe you are. The kitchen has never been a foreign room to me, and I actually have no recollection of the first time I created a multiple course meal from scratch. You see, I had the great pleasure of growing up in a household with many siblings. And my siblings and I are blessed to have a mother who not only enjoyed being in the kitchen, but truly is a top-notch home chef. You see, being a mother of many, she had to cook for many, and that is such a talent, something I have always admired. Not only being a self-taught cook, but a self-taught cook on a large scale. I have extremely fond memories peeking over the countertop with my sisters to watch my mom prepare a roast or baked goods, and she did so with such ease. She almost never had to use a recipe. She just came up with things on the fly out of her own talented mind. And so my mother got us involved very young, and because of that, we became creative and comfortable with recipes and techniques and food-related tools early on. Whereas I think many would need to learn how to scale up to cook for a large group, I've had to learn how to scale down and cook small, because as I learned how to make food, prepare a meal, I cooked for my family just alongside my mom, or as I got older on my own. And so that was my introduction to creating a meal for many mouths, which is really awesome, actually. So mostly at my current stage in life, I find myself preparing a meal for just one or sometimes two, and this really presented itself to be a challenge to me. It was difficult for me to figure it out. Luckily, nowadays, and also living in this city, I have quite a few options for smaller portion products, which does help a lot. So even though I'm surrounded by cuisines from all over the world in New York, and I do indulge in them often, cooking, baking, meal planning myself, that is all so therapeutic for me. I really fully enjoy being a home chef myself now and creating my own cuisine experience. Now you may be thinking I'm a little bit crazy for putting this concoction of a salad together, but I actually found, I first learned of this salad probably back in 2015 or 2016, and I've been getting it ever since. So for years, from a Russian restaurant that's in Queens. And it's so, this is not even the full recipe or anything. This is just my take on it because I happen to find these potato chips, or potato sticks they're called, and this particular salad is covered, the whole top is covered in potato sticks, fried potato sticks. So the whole base is sliced cucumber and sliced tomato, and I think they even put sliced onion, although I didn't have any on hand. They don't do avocado, but I threw some in there. And then they top the whole thing with some mayo. And also they put sliced beef on top of it as well, cold sliced beef. But because I'm making meatballs, I didn't feel like I needed to do that as well on this. So this is just my take on it. There's definitely other things, again, in theirs that they layer it with, but this is what I had on hand. And I'm really excited because I remember thinking it was so weird when I first was introduced to this years ago, but now it's a treat, and I get it a few times a year from this particular Russian restaurant. Anyway, but if you're interested in this, whether out of morbid curiosity or you actually just like to expand and try other cultural salads, this one is unforgettable. This is my little buddy tonight. This is my guest at my dinner table, and he doesn't have a name yet. I might call him Harry. Kind of looks like Harry Potter. Should I call him Harry? Are you Harry? Maybe you are. But yeah, he's my company, so outside of you, of course. Okay, I fully admit that I dug into my icebox cake first. But in my defense, I waited almost 7 hours for this today. So. But everything came out really, really well. The salad, the Russian-inspired salad, it's, aside from the avocados being in it, which they definitely do not put there, the rest of it is pretty on point. I'm very pleased with it. It's really good. The meatballs came out great. It's a good size portion of meatballs, so this is at least a few meals for me. The salad, I'll finish all of that today, and then the icebox cake, it's 4 servings. So this is just one of the 4 servings. So yeah, it's like partially meal prep, partially one meal. The iced tea came out delicious. It's a peach iced tea, and you can just see, maybe you can see this, the condensation is crazy. So the evening sun has just passed by this side of my building, and it's just about to get dark. And it's just really, really peaceful. The birds start to swarm into the trees here nearby, just overlooking the park around this time, and it'll get really, really loud with all of their singing, all of their chirping, all their chatting. It's like their community time. And there's also one of my neighbors. I don't know where he's from, some Asian ethnicity, because he comes out and he sings almost daily for an hour, sometimes a few hours, and he's just singing, and it just sounds like, I don't know, I feel like I've been transported to Taiwan or Japan, or I don't know, somewhere, and it's really, really nice. It's beautiful. He did just take a break. He usually sings for like a full song, and then he takes a break for 5-10 minutes or so. And sometimes when he comes close enough to the street, I can actually just watch him. And I don't know if he's a performer and he's practicing, or if he just enjoys singing, but it's so nice. I'm being serenaded by him and also by nature, so that's really nice. I'm going to get back to my dinner before it goes entirely cold on me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care.